Okay, so this is going to be going over some custom variations in lieu of the new MK announcement, which will have, you know, custom variations in tournament and whatnot. And I've been looking at a couple of these and whatever, but I think that Johnny's best loadout is going to be Shades. Granted, this stuff is subject to change because they are probably going to change some of these moves. I think the best loadout for him is going to be Camera and Rising Star. Also, what's going on in Remus? Oh, here's the pun of the night. If Johnny had his own anime, what would it be called? Nut Punch Man. One Punch Man. I get it. That's a good one. So everyone's saying Nut Punch was Shades. So the reason I wouldn't do Nut Punch with Shades is because in a low life scenario where you need to make a comeback, where you need to get that much damage, the Shades with Nut Punch is bad because of breakaway. And the opponent's most likely going to have bar if you have to make a comeback where you need that much unbreakable damage, say, 45-50%. While the output of damage is really good because Nut Punch with force balls and whatever, I just don't think it is as useful. Because if we look at, Showstopper's Camera, you get more B&B damage on average because of the camera, which also nets you completely unbreakable combos like this, which is 28.8%. So I think that's really strong, especially with the side switch as well, because that's the thing people don't factor in, that Showstopper has side switch combos. I think that's really strong. And then on top of that, I think having Rising Star would make Johnny really good. Because when I play Showstopper, the one thing I wish I had was that the meaty. I wish I could do down one Rising Star. But unfortunately, it's not in that variation, so you gotta just kind of meaty with a poke and, go into throw or a slow mid. So that's pretty much where I'm going with this variation. You're getting more damage per, whiff punish, per punish in general. And then you have Rising Star for the poke special mind game, which is a big part of the meta. And just for like the chip damage in general. Because, when people think of Johnny Cage, they don't really consider how much chip damage this does. Because like you could do 1-2-4 as opposed to 1-2-1 Rising Star. And I mean, that's a lot of chip. That's like almost 9% chip damage. So people don't factor that in. And think about this too. So I know this would be, using 2 bars or whatever. But this is a good chip out situation because with the restand you get from this, right, that leaves you at plus 16. And then they have to hold this. Boom, guaranteed chip damage. That's still like 30%. I don't know, it's just something to think about. I think this would be the most sound variation because then you keep your straight force balls like Guile. Right, you guys, if you've been watching me, I like my Johnny Cage to have straight force balls to check people, moving, to check people after block strings. And that's why I also think this is really good, because it covers the weakness that Showstopper has. Showstopper versus females and weird hitbox characters, you can't use force balls as pressure, right? So you can't do 1-2-1. Yo, Denio with the resub, thank you so much, brother. Thank you. How have you been? But going back into this, Johnny's 1-2-1 EX force balls is really good because of the chip damage and the pressure. But he can't do that versus females, right? So he can still do 1-2-1 Rising Star, and down one Rising Star, staggers into Rising Star. So essentially, this variation would be the best for the whole cast. And this has to do with the combos in the corner, because people haven't been using this as the most optimal. Like whenever I see people spend bar, they like to do jump 3-4 EX force balls, and it actually does slightly less damage as the Showstopper B&B, where you can do neutral jump punch 1-2-1 DX Force Balls 2-2. Whoops, I dropped it. Ah, it's a tight link. I usually just go for the down one in an actual match, but if you guys check out my combo guide, you can do stuff like that. And, you know, that's pretty decent damage. It's slightly more than the normal B&B. But, you know, you can still do stuff like that. I just think this would be a more solid variation because, you know, factor in the restand is much better in this. You can side switch your combos. You get the Oki now off a Rising Star. You don't have to switch variations for females. I just think it's pretty solid. What do you call Johnny when he drops a combo? An outtake. Yup. That is what you call it. I drop my combos pretty often, considering how much I play this character. Alright, but that's Johnny. That is what I think my loadout is going to be for him. Unless I make a troll one with, like, mime time. But I doubt it. I'd probably do Shades, Nut Punch, Mime Time, Force Balls, I don't know. Does Johnny have an unused mid? No, I wish. Oh, there's a thing where you can make forward 4-3, a crushing blow, no matter what. No, just kidding. They should make that gear or something. But looking at Scorpion, he's another character that really interests me. So, with Scorpion, what I would give this character, I really wish... Alright, so I'm saying this now. If they change Demon Breath to make it, like, safe on block with meter burn, I'm using that free. That move is so cool. I love it. Like, I absolutely love it. But what I gave this loadout was Demon Dash, because it is a 7-frame reversal punisher. So you can punish things that are -7, which I'm going to show you guys some stuff really quick. And then I give him Burning Spear, because you get the throw buff damage, which Scorpion's, you know, Scorpion's scariest stuff is his throw game. And then what else did I give him? I think that was it. I think that was 2 slots. Maybe not. But, you know, then Scorpion's doing 17% throws. That's terrifying. Especially with the stagger game. Terrifying. My bad. 17% forward throw. But Demon Dash. This move is 6 frames. 7 frames. I think it was 6 in the beta when I used it. Now, this dash is unsafe and it's a high. I think. No, it's actually a mid. But it is really unsafe. The thing is, you can punish things that normally aren't punishable by any other move in the game. So if we set Johnny to do his 1-2-1, right? That move is -7. You see block advantage -7. If I try to jab punish, it's not going to work. It just doesn't work. I can't poke punish it. Some characters can probably poke punish it that have 6 frame, but you can't. Scorpion, boom, reversal, dash punishes it. And there are a lot of things in this game that are -7. Liu Kang, right? Liu Kang's forward 4. If Liu Kang staggers forward 4, you just input this, boom. Forward 4-4, you get a punish. It's really good. Gearus' 1-1-1. You get a punish. It's really strong. Also, check this, right? If we set the opponent to breakaway, right? So we all know this crushing blow into spear. And how many times have you had this happen? They break away, right? That sucks. You wasted your crushing blow. At least with Demon Dash, you get a guaranteed follow-up. I don't know why it does this, but look at this. It catches it. Even if they break away. And you can amplify for slightly more damage, 28%. That's pretty good. Right? You saw the spear didn't work, but you get this. And, oh yeah, thing number 3. I'd give him the neutral jump. The neutral jump punch, right? Classic MKX stuff. Because, like, Scorpion, you could then enforce staggers into, you know, neutral jump punch. You can down 4 the neutral jump punch. If you bait a wake up, you know, you can neutral jump punch. I don't quite know the B&Bs off it. I just know you get more damage. So that's what my Scorpion loadout would be. So I don't know, what's probably stand for teleport, right? I mean, that's pretty good damage. That's 31%. And even meterless, you know, that's almost 25%. I think that could be really strong. And plus, you know, your B&Bs do more damage then, because, you know, you get this into neutral jump punch. Whoops. Yeah, and then I guess you do dash. I don't know what the B&B is, but, you know, you get the neutral jump punch. Probably forward 3. Right? Dash forward 3. Whoops. That's actually kind of tricky to time. Oh, come on. We got this. We got this. Really? There we go. And look, that's 33% off your B&B. That's like, I think like 5% more than the other. And if you have your flame buff active, which, you know, if you think about it, off of that, you get your flame buff, off your back throw, you get free flame buff. It's really scary. And remember, we have that 17% throw to make them want to block, or to make them not want to block. So then when you have that up and you hit your B&B, you're doing 36, almost 37%. So this is what my Scorpion variation would look like. Misery Blade for the extra combo damage and, you know, baiting wake ups and stuff. The Flame Buff for the scarier throws. And then Demon Dash to punish stuff like Gearus's 111. Aaron Black, ooh, Aaron Black's back forward 1 in his third variation, that would be punishable. Noob's low slide, so if you do a string into EX low slide, you'd be able to punish it. I think that's really good. So that's what I would do with my mains for that. Other characters that I think could be interesting would be Shang Tsung. I'll have to lab later with it. I think Shang Tsung with the, you know, the up skulls and smoke parry, I think that could be really good because you have like one of the scariest projectiles with being the, you know, up skulls or whatever, you know, pokes into it, all that stuff. So then they're forced to play at a certain range where they want to throw projectiles. But then you have the smoke parry as a threat as well. So I feel like you could play super, super lame with that. Nightwolf, I looked at it. I'm not sure really what I would go with here. I know the mid arrow would definitely be needed just because of how strong it is. Then maybe command grab and the roll launcher. I think you'd stick with. I don't know. I don't know what launcher you would use. I feel like the command grab with a launcher would be really good though. Jax potentially with the heated arm strings. His Grin and Barrett launcher and command grab I feel could be really good. Aaron Black, I already said earlier, Scud Shot with I think Scud Shot could be really stupid with that back forward 1, the rifle swing with the acid pour crushing blow to it. I think that could be really stupid. I'm just gonna show really quickly. Rising Tomahawk and Command Grab, that sounds really good for Nightwolf, but you miss out on the mid arrow, which I feel is really strong. So I'm just gonna set Noob to do this really quick because you guys know I hate this character. Whoops. So AI options, record. Oh, I'm player 2. Whoops. Oh, that's what it is. And then what's the slide back forward? Yeah. Okay, so as you guys know, I hate Noob Saibot. This is one of my most annoying. Like, I hate this character. He's annoying. All because of this. Right? And there's nothing you can do about it. You try to counter poke after that, you're going to get smacked by his back 1 and you're going to die, right? You know, nothing punishes it. You can back 2 your heart away. You can do whatever. Well, guess what? Demon Dash. Reversal punish every time. Look at that. Demon Dash is so good. I'm a believer. I think the Scorpion variation could be really good. Anyways, guys, that's just my overview of some custom variations. I have a lot more I want to try out. And like I said, this is subject to change because they probably will change the properties of a lot of moves to balance them. So stay tuned for that. But, you know, I think this is going to be a really fun patch.